Starting solid foods can be a whole new ballgame when it comes to logistics in your family. So how much food does your baby actually need to be fed? Stick around to find out. Alright, so we're talking starting solid foods again here, and if you're interested in that kind of thing, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And then I've got all sorts of resources for you over on newwaysnutrition.com, so make sure you check those out. So, starting solid foods, it is a whole new ballgame. You can't just stick your boob or bottle in your baby's mouth anymore. You gotta figure some logistics out here. So when you're first starting to feed them food, how many meals do they need? Well, when 6 months, when they're starting, you wanna aim for about 2 meals a day. And the main reason behind this is you wanna give them ample time to practice. So we're not expecting them to eat all the food at these meals by any means, but you want them to be able to really practice their skills so they can progress. So your goal is 2 meals. Now, logistically, it does not matter if this is breakfast and lunch, if it's snacks, dinners, it really does not matter. Just give them a couple times a day to practice their skills. Now, one of the most important things with this though is making sure that you're sitting down with your baby at these meals and eating, because one of the ways that our babies learn the best is by watching us eat. That's how they learn what to do with their food. So do make sure that you're eating with your baby, but when you do this, it really doesn't matter. And then as your baby starts to progress, between 8 and 10 months, they're really gonna start to somewhere in there, ingest their food a little bit more. And when they start to do that and start to show more interest in food, you want to start transitioning to 3 meals a day. Again, it really doesn't matter timing on this. It can be snacks instead of just strictly breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but you do want to be giving them reliable meals so that they can get more food in them and get those calories up. Now, I do want to say that as you are starting to transition to this 3 meals time, it can be logistically hard. Sometimes you may be out and about when your baby tells you that they're hungry. And I really want to push here that it is more important to skip a solid meal, maybe give them, if you're still breastfeeding or formula feeding, give them that instead of giving them a meal in a car seat or when you're out and about moving. You want to make sure that you are sitting and able to watch them at all meals because your baby's still learning and they are at a high risk of choking here. So I'm not saying you don't need to feed them. I'm just saying make sure that if you're out and about or have any logistical problems when you're adding in this 3rd meal, that you only feed them solid foods if you can watch them in a safe manner. So keep that in mind. It can be where a lot of adults get stuck on feeding their baby. And then, so when we progress to about 11 months, as we're getting there, it is totally normal for your baby to start relying more on food than it is on breast milk. Because we still, in this first year, want their main source of food to be breast milk. So you still want to be, or formula, we still want to be pushing that. But it's completely natural for them to start wanting more food as they get to that year mark. So as long as their growth isn't faltering, it's completely normal and okay. But as we get to that 11-month to 12-month mark, you're gonna start transitioning to 3 meals and 1 to 2 snacks. It's gonna depend on your baby, how much they wanna eat, how hungry they are. But as you get closer to a year, they're naturally often going to reduce the amount of breast milk or formula that they are eating, and they're gonna increase their solids. Again, completely normal. And you just wanna make sure that when you are giving them these snacks, that you're making them like mini meals. You want them to be balanced. Don't just give them a bag of goldfish with no protein or fat alongside of that. So make sure you're giving balanced snacks like mini meals for that 1 to 2 snack period at 11 months plus, and that will help them to make sure that they get the food that they need. All right, so I hope it helped. Have a good day.